Hey everybody, Karma here. Welcome back to my channel and my life stories. This video was sponsored by Pop's Trading Post. A Pop's Trading Post link has been listed below. Thank you for joining me today. I'm actually going to do something a little different for this story, and I'm hoping that it will be more interactive between us. As a lot of you know, I frequently help out my sponsors with their shows, and I was at a Dallas show where I met the lady that has asked me for help with this story. I normally never use real names when I tell a story, but since this one is more of an unsolved mystery where the family is asking for help, I will only reveal the names of the core people involved. I really hope you listen to this story, pass it on to anyone who might be able to help, and notify me immediately with any information that I can pass on to the family. So please, prepare to listen, and let's see if together we can help this family locate their loved one and bring them together. This story begins on July 1932, when my grandmother gave birth to twin girls. My grandmother's name was Francisca Casares, and my grandfather's name was Josephine Moreno. My grandmother was a housewife, and my grandfather worked for the railroad. My grandparents had a set of twins that were born in Yuma, Arizona. They were named Antonia and Josephine Moreno. Altogether, my grandparents had 6 children: Helen, Antonia, Josephine, Rita, Jessie, and Teresa. I was told that when Josephine was a baby, she was left at someone's house for caretaking. We have never really been able to piece together how long she was with this family, as a lot of the details has been lost over the years. What we do know is that when my grandmother went to pick her baby up, the people who were taking care of Josephine had moved out of their house and had left no forwarding address or any information as to where they went. Any further actions taken by my grandparents to locate Josephine were not relayed to any of her siblings. None of the siblings ever knew if their sister Josephine was alive or dead. I was able to find out that the people who took Josephine moved to California and kept her for 5 years before they gave her to another family. At that time, they changed her name from Josephine Moreno to Josephine Vasquez. The family again suffered another loss when, at the age of 13, Josephine's twin sister Antonia drowned. During that time, the family was living in Yuma, Arizona, by one of the canals. All the kids loved to go swimming in the canal by their house, but none of them knew how to swim. They would tie a rope around themselves and go into the water. Unfortunately, during Antonia's turn in the water, the rope came loose. My mom went to go get help, but by the time help arrived, she was gone. My aunt went by the name Josephine Vasquez until she got married, and then became Josephine Caldera. This was verified by Bobby, one of her 3 children. Josephine lost a 16-year-old son that died from a car accident. From what I was given to understand, she was never the same after her son died. This traumatic event affected her so deeply and may have contributed to the end of her marriage. Josephine also has a daughter, Rachel. Both Bobby and Rachel are estranged from their mother and have lost contact with her for many years. According to Bobby, she was last known to live in Cathedral City, California. We have been searching for Josephine for many years. We were able to connect with Bobby and Rachel, but we have been unable to find Josephine. All of Josephine's siblings have passed away except for her sister Teresa. We are desperately searching for Josephine so that her sister Teresa, who is now 75 years old, can finally meet her. I am hoping someone out there might know where she is. Please let us know if you have any information that can help us locate Josephine. Wow, so this lady Josephine Moreno Vasquez Caldera has been missing from her family since she was a baby. Her family has been looking for her for decades. The OP, the original poster of this story, advised that they have tried everything within their power to locate her and have only managed to find the few details that are in this story. It's very possible that Josephine, the missing baby from this story, has remarried. Uh, Maybe she has a different last name, or she's living in a different state, or maybe she's even in a care facility, and that's why nobody is able to trace any of her steps. Her children have not had any contact with her for many years, and that is the most worrisome part of this story. I know that there are many of you out there that might have or know how to access different public records, or maybe know anyone in either Yuma, Arizona, the birth city, or Cathedral City, California, the last known residence of Josephine, that can be forwarded this video. The family is asking for help in locating their loved one, so anything that anyone can do will be very, very much appreciated. I will post any updates as they become available. The family has been gracious enough to give us the only known picture of Josephine that they have. This is the only picture the OP has of her Aunt Josephine, which I will show now. They're unable to relate how old she was in this picture or when or where it was taken. With your help, we can reunite this family together so that Josephine's last remaining sibling, Teresa, can see her before she passes. Even though I cannot guarantee that Josephine will be found, I can guarantee that I will do my best to help this family locate her. Again, please, if you know anyone that has the skills to help this family, please pass this information on to them. Any information can be sent to karma@karmageddon.com. I will respond as soon as I am able to, and thank you everybody for any help that you can give me. It was a time in our lives when we'd lost everything. We were fortunate enough to find an apartment to live in and a landlord that took us in when we were down on our luck. We had robbed our piggy bank and literally rolled coins for our deposit and our first month's rent. Although we were down on our luck, we always had our faith to keep us strong. We decided to celebrate with a hard candy Christmas. Not having a lot of money, we did decide to go to the store and purchase items to bake goods for our neighbors. We believe some of the best joy comes from giving to those you don't even know. So my wonderful wife put on an apron, fired up the small oven we had, and went to town baking carrot cake Christmas trees, cookies, Rice Krispie treats, and fudge. As she was decorating the sweets, I could tell they were decorated with love because she was singing the whole time. We assembled small, nice gift packages, enough for everyone on our block. Then, my son and I delivered the packages. I even had a small speech memorized that said, "Hi, I'm your neighbor from down the street. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas and have these sweets for you." At one duplex we went to, an older man answered the door. I happily gave him my little speech and handed him the small package of sweets. I then watched in surprise as tears rolled down his cheeks. He said that he and his son were down on their luck too, and these treats I had just given him were going to be their only Christmas presents. We nodded and slowly turned to walk back home. My son had lots of questions. Why didn't they have a tree or presents? Why would Santa Claus not go to see them? I answered him as best as I could, happy to reach our apartment and get out of the cold. My wife was putting the finishing touches on our Christmas treats. Having a hard candy Christmas did not seem so bad at that point, and it was good to know we could brighten someone else's holiday. The day after Christmas, on my way home, I received smiles and waves from everyone on the block. My wife said she did too. Ever since that day, we have turned it into a tradition for those we don't know at Christmas. So Karma, your motto is true. Doing something nice can change the world, especially during the holidays. I really love to tell stories like this one, where one small gesture can change everything for the better, like the OP did here. I was asked by someone earlier this week to explain to them what the mission of this channel is. I responded that my mission is to change the world with small gestures of goodwill that will eventually multiply by the hundreds, then thousands, then the 100,000s to the millions. That is one of my reasons for asking everyone to do something nice. Lots of times when I am out and about, that is what I tell myself. This is going to be my one nice thing today. And sometimes I say it even more than once a day. I approach this the same way that I would approach eating an elephant. So, how do you eat an elephant, you ask? One bite at a time. So, OP, thank you for the perfect story to illustrate this point. I hope that as you continue to spread goodwill, you can and will see the world change for the better. If anyone else has a good story or has gone through this type of situation, please let me know in the comments section or leave me 3 heart emojis so that I know you like this kind of story. Likes and comments are the best way to support this channel. Thank you to the authors that sent me their stories. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit it to karma@karmageddon.com or post to u/Karmageddon on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials or descriptions only. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited for this coming new year of 2020. It's a tradition to eat black eyed peas for New Year, but it's always been really hard for me to eat them until my lovely Just Yes mother-in-law gave me the following recipe. I am passing it on to you in her memory, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Thank you again, Pop's Trading Post, for sponsoring this video. If you would like to place an order through Pop's Trading Post, please use discount code Karmageddon, all caps, for a 20% discount at checkout. That's it for today, and remember, do something nice today and help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
Thank you so much for all your feedback and support. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share with anyone and subscribe to not miss any of my new videos that come out. Catch you in the next one. Laters!